to Good Vibes Goddess Tarot. So today we're gonna do a general reading. So I'm gonna cleanse out the space and the energy, and then get started. Okay. Oh, the song that goes with this reading is "Lose Yourself" by Eminem. So, together we have self-worth and a mirror. And scars. Then we have peace. With mirrors being here, um, you think your self worth is based on the things that you see, like your appearance and stuff like that. That doesn't determine your self worth. Your productivity doesn't determine your self worth. Um, because with that mirror and then scars, that's your like karmic relationships or abusive relationships are mirroring the scars that you haven't healed and made peace with yet. So that's what's affecting your self worth. Um, and so where plus your scars is making it with the mirror, you it's either you or the other person, right? Where you feel like you lack something and you see it in the other person, so you like it and enjoy it, but for them it's not the true thing, and you the one that has the actual true. So let's say it's confidence and stuff like that. You might not, with the self-worth, you might not feel like you have a lot of confidence or a lot of like a normal self-esteem kind of thing. You feel like your self-esteem is very low, but somehow some people are still trying to bring it lower. It's because when they look at you, you look at them, you see that they or think that they have confidence and stuff like that, when it's really just pride and ego and overcompensating. When you're not overcompensating for anything, you're comfortable being who you are, even if it's a low self-esteem or anything like that. You What the scar goes popped in my head is like, you wear your heart on your sleeve. It's like, what? There's nothing malicious or ill intent about you being you. Like, you, where this other person with the mirror and stuff like that thought at some point in time, it's like the people that was faking also thought you was faking at like too, and then get mad at you for not faking the one that they was faking. And it's just like, it's because at some point they get tired of faking, where you're not faking, so you don't get tired, you're just simply being yourself. And it's causing, then that cause more scars and more problems, because it causes you to think like you're not worthy. But it's like you're just choosing to be around people that mirrors your scars, your wounds, but doesn't mirror where you actually want to achieve and what you actually want to go with your life. Um, so also they're not complimenting you. With the mirroring, you're not complimenting each other. It's completely different. It's like you're at 12 and day 21, and then but in the mirror it looks like 12, and on okay, to you look reading it, it's gonna look like 12. To them reading it looks like 21, but you're not the same number. Kind of, it's like the whole 6 and the 9 thing, depending on where you are. Is how it depends on what it looks like. Is that like, but y'all don't compliment each other or like anything like that because you're not the same number. Mm, okay. Now we have justice, temperance, the moon, and two of pentacles, this star, the 9 of pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. With justice being here, whoever caused these wounds or caused these scars, the scales are going to be balanced. Because if you look closely with the justice stuff, I see like how the tails are crossed. So it's like even if y'all separate and stuff like that, there's still a piece of them with you and there's still a piece of you with them, right? It's like you have these scars, you have these wounds, you heal from them, you take some time out to heal from them, temperance. Um, and not saying that it's gonna take a day, you're gonna heal, like, no, it's, you're gonna heal little by little and stuff like that, where it probably, with the fire, it probably hurt before, and you shed some tears and stuff like that, and it hurts less and less as you know you move on and the day goes on. Because healing is a journey. It's not just like straight and narrow. Like, no, there's gonna be some good days. There's gonna be some down days. There's gonna be some days where you you have to like step back a little bit. And I'm thinking of like an actual injury. So like if you, some days you can do 50 squats. Some days, even if it was just yesterday you was doing 50 squats, and then it's like you wake up today, you can only do 30. And it's like, don't force yourself or try to like do the 50 if your body is only saying like today I can only do the 30. It's like you gotta go little by little, and because, and not force it, because then that can cause more damage than good. So with the moon being here, it's like any secrets or deception or illusions that were created, slowly but surely is getting like separated and moved away. Um, with the two of Pentacles, was talking about like going back and forth, mainly juggling and multitasking. Um, with the butterfly being here, it's saying that that is coming to an end or evolving to a whole new different level, where you're seeing things in a different light, in a different perspective. And with the star being here is the two of Pentacles being in the middle is like, how I'm seeing it now is like you're trying to like juggling secrets and delusions, lies, deceptions, the moon versus like the star, um, where you can be yourself, be vulnerable, living your life purpose, have hope for life, and be excited versus no secrets, lies, deception, and have to pretty much be Sherlock Holmes or be a detective to figure out what's going on in your life or in your surroundings. It's like you're juggling those two out and freeing yourself from what no longer serves you and suits you to move on to more stable and grounded path for yourself. So where, because in the Queen of Pentacles, this is a Page of Pentacles, so where before you was in the learning stage and stuff like that, trying to figure out which one do you want to go and what you want to do. It's like once you made that decision, you continue to evolve and grow and mature in a way that some people didn't really see coming or expect for you to do. So now if you do bookends, pretty much justice is happening for the page, not the page, the Queen of Pentacles, because the Nine of Pentacles is something about like being content and having everything you need. You slowly took the time to test the waters, to plant the seeds in order to get the things that you need to be content in your life. And you did it in moderation. It's not like you did it all at like once or try to overdo it. Is you did it little by little. So when you went from Minor Arcana Empress, yeah, that was saying with the page, like we're here, you were just like a number card or stuff like that. Minor Arcana Empress, you actually learned one of the characteristics of the Empress by like that's what I mean by like you evolved. You went from like minor to literally 1/4 of who the Empress is, and with the moon and the star, your self-worth, your self-esteem, your true self is being hidden underneath all these scars. You're lying, like the way that you see yourself is a lie, and the way that certain people want you to perceive yourself is also a lie. So you continue juggling and going back and forth and having mixed emotions and not knowing which way to go, what to choose and stuff like that. So they can, you can look for them for like a say so or like input, but in all actuality, some of them are just doing it for their own benefit. And you end up freeing yourself and liberating yourself from all of it and doing what's best for you. And then from the Before Tarot, right, these three cards came out to, hold on, together. So we have the Five of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. Right, so where normally the Five of Pentacles, you see two people out in the cold or out like in the cold walking around when they could seek help and they're not receiving, they didn't go seek help. Also, with this justice, it's de-escalating the situation. Went from 5 to 3 to 2. So if you was left out in the cold about a situation, or you were just confused with the moon, like there's a secret, there's a lie, like, and you working with somebody and it's not coming together, right? And they kind of, it's like, it's not, they, it's like they're doing something literally to make it fall apart, or it's something missing, but they're not telling you what's missing, and gonna try to make it seem like you are smart enough to figure out and do all the work yourself, and to like juggle it all on your own. Because the ten of it all equals up to 10. So it's like this person trying to make it seem like it's a very solid, stable offer that's gonna lead to like longevity, but it's not. Um, you're gonna be doing the work of two people. They're not gonna do anything, and that's what they left out, pretty much. They didn't tell you that part. Um, because the Five of Pentacles talk about being left out in the cold, struggling, but also being led astray. So this is like before you followed this person outside and listened to what they were saying. You probably was in the planning stage because the Three of Pentacles talk about like an apprenticeship in the planning stage, trying to figure out like how it could work or how can y'all collaborate together. And it's like once you're doing that or in that stage, there's problems emerging within that, and it's like that should be an indication to let you know like you can't actually collaborate or work with this person. Even in the planning stage is the problem. Then we have the Magician. So realizing that you have the strength and the confidence to do whatever you set your mind to and to get all the tools and materials that you need to accomplish this transformation with the butterfly, like I was talking about, like that you want. Rather, because with the mirror, you're looking for people that reflects the wounds that you have presently, and it's like you need to look for people that have already healed from what you healed from, because that's more so what you're trying to do than being stuck in the past, because those other people are just trying to keep you stuck in the past. Then we have the Star. The Five of Wands. The Six of Cups. The Seven of Pentacles. And the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so the reason why y'all separated, like I said before, they were trying to get you to leave you, because it's three people in this Three of Pentacles, but only one person is more so doing the work and drawing out how they want the structure to look. And then it was like you would be juggling the work of two people or even three people, and they would have left you out on that. Like, they knew exactly what they was doing, but you wouldn't have known that that's what they was doing. They would have been like, "Oh, you're just more capable. You man, like that kind of thing to make it seem like you're you're even if you are capable of doing it, they were making it seem like you should do it because you are capable of doing it, and they pretty much be able to take the credit or just ride sky easy off of your work and stuff like that. Um, then with the Temperance and Magician, you slowly be able to turn this around and because the Magician talks about it's confidence and alchemy and stuff like that. So it's like you slowly be able to change this and transmute this around. Um, it might have taken some time for you to get all the materials that you need, and to then get the confidence, heal what need to be healed, let go what need to be let go. Um, but it's like once you do that, like I said before, your light was there the whole time. It's just some people try to dim your light on purpose, even if it was. Let me see. even if your light was like a 50 and it was already dimmed enough, like I said before, you didn't think that you have a lot of self-worth or have a reason to feel like you were worthy, I don't know, or to love yourself. Um, so it was at a 50. There was people knowing that it was at a 50. And they would probably, theirs is at like a 2, and they were trying to bring you down to a 2. Or even beneath a 2. To make it seem like you're on the same level or birds of a feather flock together, but you never flocked with them. Um, because that was never your group. And that's the conflict and problems and the fighting. They didn't want you to realize that you're not part of that group, that you are. I won't say that you're above them, but your self worth and self confidence and all that other stuff is completely different than theirs. Even if it's low, like they are overcompensating. You're not overcompensating. You don't feel the need to overcompensate, but they do. And to lie and create characters and delusions and manipulate, but you don't feel the need to do that. Which is why they're angry, try to cause conflict and intimidate you, um, to pretty much make it seem like your light is the problem when it's not the problem. It's only a problem for unhealed people. Actually, healed people literally is rooting for you. They want to see everybody win, but some people, the low vibrational people, don't want to see everybody win. They feel like they could only be one winner, and it's just like, not really. Is they feel like life is like they. I don't know if you can ever win the game of life, but they feel like it's that, and then there's only one way to win, and it's like no, there's multiple ways to be successful in life, so you could win in many different ways. And my way of winning looks completely different to your way of winning, and it's with the Six of Cups. You're now thinking and reminiscing back on those people that literally try to break you or bring you down or intimidate you or pick on you for absolutely no reason. Those are the people that I'm talking about. Though they were unhealed and your light irritated them because they was low vibrational people. And it's for to you probably feel like it's clear to see that you have low self-esteem. They know that it's like an easy target kind of thing, which is why they picked on you. They saw that you were planting the seeds and keep planting seeds and nothing was really growing. So that's what I was meaning over here. Like all that work that you were trying to put in, they was secretly doing something behind your back that why things weren't growing and wasn't cooperating. And so it's like you plant the seeds, you will water it, and let's say like you walk away, they unplant, like they go take the seeds out and stuff like that, and then you wondering why is nothing being planted, or you plant water. It's like they did something to like mess it up, and it's where you always have to start over and start over. It was never actually given the time and opportunity to grow and to flourish into anything. But all that with the Wheel of Fortune is about to change. Where you're no longer going to be juggling and doing the work of multiple people. Everybody's doing their own work. And you're reaping what you sow. If you don't do the work, you don't have anything to reap and or sow, so you're not getting anything. And they're remembering and thinking back about how all the times you did the work for them, and you probably was upset, you was fighting and this and the third, but they try to make it seem like it was a playful thing on at like, but it was literally on purpose. They knew what they were doing. They didn't care. Then we have the after tarot with the 7 of Swords. So deception, but then they're getting caught in their own trap. So it's like you now find out who was the thief or who was the liar, who the deceiver, the informer. I don't know, but you find out who it is, right? You caught them not red-handed but red-footed, and they get caught in the same trap or snares that they wanted to they planted for you. They end up get like trapping themselves and walking into um do unto others as you want others to do unto you. Okay, you didn't do anything to this person, which is why you're freeing yourself and liberating yourself from you. You did the work necessary in order to move on, and they did absolutely nothing. So their name is like, even if you didn't tell like even if it's like a school project, even if you didn't tell the professor that this person didn't help or anything like that, plus like they were able to see like this person didn't help. So, which is why their name isn't on it or wouldn't be attached to it or anything like that. And I don't think they saw that one coming. I think they expected to just be able to slap their name onto it and just go. Then we have the Chariot. Right, you're in your chariot, you're moving, you're determined on to you in your chariot, you're determined to move on and to move forward, to have success and victory. And also that scene that you're in the chariot is like you conquered this stage in your life and this period in your life, and you moving on to a whole different chapter. With this person that like this, like I said over here, you find out who was lying, who was being deceptive and stuff like that. You pretty much win. You have the victory. Just continue moving on. You don't have to go back and forth with this person. It's like, because you realize it's not worth it. 8 of Cups. You walk away and just leave them where they are. Because it wasn't worth it. Because I'm going to continue using the project. So it's just like, you already know that you could have done the project by yourself. You didn't care to like if you had to do the project by yourself. But it's the fact that just because you couldn't do the project by yourself doesn't mean that you should have done it by yourself. It wasn't an individual project. It was a group project for a reason. And this person purposely did not participate in that group project and then try to get somebody else not to participate in that group project. And so it's like, not only did they fuck themselves over, think that they're gonna get one up on you, they fuck somebody else over as well, think that they're gonna get one up on the both of y'all. Like, they both is gonna get one up on you, and then come to find out, you end up walking away with the grade, and they have absolutely nothing, and they have to find their own project to do, or stuff like that. It's just, so where you walked away with determination to have victory, they sitting here stuck looking back in the cups that they once gave to you while you're gone, and realizing that you didn't deserve what they did to you. And for some of them, they feel like if they gave more, you would have never left. But then that's just that person just a dumbass. But yeah. And we have, oh jeez, we have the Lovers. I gotta find my thingy. Either way, I'm gonna show it. The Lovers. Okay. So you're walking away from these unloving connection, or these karmic connections that's based on nothing but lies and deceptions, to find your actual, and walking away to find your actual true soulmates. The connections that serves meaning and a purpose in your life. not the ones that are just staying there to take up time and to cause more scars and problems. We have Eight of Wands. Movement. And moving on and moving forward. And with that determination and having your eye on a certain goal. Yeah, the Knight of Cups. To have a life where you're happy, you are content, you have everything that you need. The Two of Wands. You have everything that you need, and then it's like you meet your person, and y'all collaborate, y'all work together, y'all plan together, and y'all move forward together. Where with this person, it's you move forward and drag them along. Y'all, it's like y'all both have y'all hand on this world, and y'all both independent and free and want to move on. And it's like in a relationship, y'all still independent. You do your thing, they do their thing, but y'all still make time for each other and incorporate each other into the world that y'all have and the world that y'all want to create. Um, and you happy, content because you pretty much did all the work to get the life that you wanted. Where before you was trying to plant the seeds and people was keep, I won't say stomping because that pretty much helped the seeds, but it's like some of them was like, it's like you do, like you will sprinkle it on like onto the ground, and they will literally like watch you walk away and then either like kick it somewhere else or just do something where it like it's not where it is anymore, and it just wouldn't grow. So every day you going back to that same spot and watering and nothing's growing, and you think it's something wrong with you, and this person saying because they know they did something to fuck it up. I don't know why that was a laugh, but they did something to fuck it up. And they saying everything underneath the sun except I did, like, it's that. They try to make it seem like it was a joke, but they purposely did it and let it go unknown, unnoticed, or wasn't going to say anything. But now they're going to say something because you're moving away from them and walking away from them and leaving them behind. And moving on to bigger and better things, and they want to be a part of that. But they lost their chance of being a part of that. And then with the moon being here, they purposely kept it secret. The lies and deceptions. They knew what they was doing because he's looking back like they knew what they was doing, but they didn't realize that the same trap that they wanted you to fall into, they was falling into themselves. Um. Also, the other person, I don't know. A couple of things, right? Because there's a village back there, right? So I don't know if the person that's in this Three of Pentacles was like, yeah, let's just let this person do all the work, or they just sat back and watched. I don't know what they did. You know what they did. I don't know if they enabled or they just watched. Either way, y'all both know who did it. Like either way, y'all both know who the problem is. And I keep saying that this person did, like, somebody did something for the reason for them not to be in a club anymore, and they got kicked out, and then they want to be mad. It was like they did something purposely deceptive to pretty much stop you in order to move on and move forward. With the Wheel of Fortune, because it talks about a change, because there's a will, but it also is destiny, and they didn't want you to win in any way, shape, or form. They don't want you to be the Queen of Pentacles. They wanted you to always be the Seven of Pentacles, planting and nothing ever growing. Or if something does grow, like you're serving them, and they can pretty much pick off of it and eat off of it, not you eating from your own rewards and stuff like that. It's everybody else eating from your rewards, and that wasn't fair to you. And it's like once you heal what needs to be healed, transform what needs to transform, transmute what needs to be transmuted. Have that confidence and courage and the determination to move on. You conquer whatever this person was trying to throw at you, and walk away from this loveless situation. Realize with their light still intact, because like you, because what popped in my is like you were sleeping on yourself, but now that you're no longer sleeping on yourself and sleeping on your gifts and sleeping on your qualities, you slowly waking up. Like don't be vain, okay? Don't start overcompensating. Don't do that. But you're realizing that those people that always, even if it was from a child that was picking on you, it was your light the whole time. It was there the whole time. It been there the whole time. You are a worthy person. Or you just trust yourself. Love yourself, because you are deserving and worthy of it. Okay? It's here, right? Yeah. And yeah, so it's like you deciding if you want people that's intimidated by you, or, and purposely try to cause little confrontation or little battles, um, and compete with you, or your real true soulmates and twin flames connection, where see even the snake is going away in the I can't show it up front because his penis is out, but the snake is going away, and the snake is supposed to represent like temptation. It's like there's no envy, jealousy, temptation, lust, or anything like that. There's true genuine love and happiness. And because the angel's holding the sword, so it's like there's reconciliations, there's clarities, there's breakthroughs, there's honesty, there's truths. um, Things move forward smoothly and honest and just and fair. And it's like everybody is happy, not just one person. Um, yeah. So it's like it's their fault why they're no longer in this world. They purposely try to fuck it up. Alright. So we have triumphant with success, victory, and accomplishment. See what I told you with the chariot? You conquered it. Then we have natural disaster with risk, frustrations, and survive. Then we have coach with advice, obedient, and knowledge. Then we have trap, victim, allure, trick. Then we have loneliness, dull, disappointment, isolation. Justice with equality, neutrality, and logic. Then we have reservations with desire, worth, and exquisite. Okay, I'm gonna go with this one. You had victory over this natural disaster, and I'm pretty sure at some point in time, I forgot which video, but I said your person is a walking natural disaster. It's them. It's not you, baby. You're fine. It is them. They're just a walking red flag. Just walking. Okay? Like a hurricane walking. But because you're hurt and you were scarred and you was wounded, you saw them red flags as green flags. See, because the mirror is green. You see, normally it's rose colored glasses. You had green colored glasses, so you just all the flags was green, and it's like no, no, baby, no. Them flags was not green. It was not saying go ahead. It was saying run. Okay, and you survived. Okay, but the obedience, you took the advice that you received what felt right to you with the knowledge and stuff like that. um you use what you knew and what made sense to you, and she's like you didn't just listen to any old person advice and stuff like that, because you fell for that trap before, you fell for that trick before. And also with this trap and then the 7 of Swords here, this person gonna try to play victim, and they're not the victim, right? And then even if they try to blame you, you is in isolation, so you're not the problem. They can't blame you. That's the disappointment. It's disappointing that this person is blaming you, trying to paint you off to be the villain, when they pretty much wanted you to fall for this trap, and you didn't fall for their trap. But they the one that set the trap. It's like you didn't really know the trap was there. And it's like you with the moon being his, probably had like a psychic, or your intuition probably saying that something's weird, something's off. But you ain't know like for sure. You know? That's the Page of Swords. You was on guard, but you kept watch. But what exactly are you watching out for? Is that's the thing. It's like this person was doing something, which is what you picked up, which caused you to go in isolation, to pull away from certain things or certain people, and then justice happens. So that's the equal, like, things are balancing out and becoming neutral. Because you weren't there. You weren't there. You weren't a part of it. You was minding your business. But this reservation, you probably was doing something. So it's like you weren't in that place. You couldn't even do it if you wanted to. It's like it had nothing to do with you. So, which is why, like I said before, you did the work. You planted the seeds. It's only fair and it's only right that whoever did the work gets the credit. And it's like they're trying to isolate you, or they wanted to isolate you, make you feel left out, make you feel like you did something wrong by doing the work. And it's just like, no, it's a trap. It's a trap. Because they didn't do the work. So they want you to feel bad for doing the work. And it's like, no. Because if I didn't do the work, I wouldn't have reaped my rewards, which is why you're mad at the fact, because you didn't think I would be able to reap rewards. And they didn't think your rewards was going to be worthy. Bountiful, matter of fact. Yeah. So we have very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you. Then we have forgive and learn as you release and heal the past. You experience more love in your present moment. See, about them scars. Also, just because you forgive a person does not mean that they gotta be back in your face. Does not give them access to play you again. Okay? They set a trap. Literally. I told you they did it behind your back before I even realized it was literally behind your back. Like, it was clear to see. So this person, this person thought they was gonna get one up on you, and they didn't. They couldn't. And now try to make you feel bad for being aware of the fact that they were trying to play you, and now having your defenses up for people playing you, and then they want you to bring it down so they can come in and play you again. And it's like they want you to forgive them so they can do it again. So the whole shame, shame on me, shame on you kind of thing. They want the shame to be on you. When it's like, no, let the shame continue to be on them. Because they should never did what they did. They had no reason to. Then we have a wedding. The situation involves marriage. So you probably been in a relationship with this person or felt like married to this person. Or this person tried to make you think that you was their it's something. Make you think like they was you was their property and stuff like that. But with the Eight of Cups, it wasn't actually a loving relationship or a loving marriage. And then we have get to know each other. With as you reveal your innermost self to each other, your bond deepens. Okay. Also, you walking away from the unloving relationships and or connections, right? It could be friendships, relationships, all of it. Connections. It could be job, whatever. And you're walking away from that. That's with the marriage, things that you were committed to. And you're opening yourself to new opportunities, things that align more to your life purpose, your goals, your aspirations, um, and your dreams. And with this getting to know each other, might be certain people you don't really expect to be in like a part of your soul tribe that actually is a part of your soul tribe. And it's like you realize that when you get to know each other and actually talk to each other. Is that you see more and more that why they are a part of your soul tribe and your soul family and this new cycle in your life. And also with this you can also forgive yourself. You did some wrong. You betrayed yourself. So, a lot of people do. Okay, you're not the only one. Forgive yourself. You did the best you could with the knowledge that you had at that time. You trusted the wrong person. It's okay. You're not going to do it again. Now, are you? No. See? Exactly. That's the thing. But now that you know better, you're doing better. And that's all we can ask for. Okay? You heal what needs to be healed. Let go what needs to be let go. Because carrying that past around is not going to help you. So you're letting it go. And you're walking away and meeting new people and putting yourself out there. So next we have make better fucking choices. And we have if you're pissed at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. Yeah, that's the Eight of Cups. Just walk away. You know what just popped in my head on Viola Davis and then when she grabbed her bag and just walked. Just do that, man. Then we have stop trying to change people that should never works. Then we have you do you. Oh yeah, that's another thing. They try to make you. That's the leading astray. If they try to change you, nothing was wrong with you. You was fine. They try to dim your light even more, like I said before. But a light, no matter the light, when light gets around dark is gonna diminish. It does. The light doesn't. The dark never really overpower. Well, depends how dim the light is. Then the dark will overpower it. But it's like that was never the case with you. And with the Temperance being here, and then the Angel and the Lovers, that was never gonna actually happen. Your light was never gonna dim to be non-existent. God has a purpose for you. And that purpose is going to get fulfilled. Whether they like it or not. God don't care. I'm telling you, he doesn't care. He gonna get what he wants. He don't care. Cause what popped in my head is Delilah and and Solomon. I'm about to say Samuel. That's a whole different person. And where Delilah pretty much betrayed Samson for money, and so because of that, Samson pretty much lost his strength and all this other stuff. So they thought like, oh, because he doesn't have the strength, he can't do what he's fulfilled to do, his purpose to do. God was like, little do you know, I'm gonna give him the strength to do it, because he's the only one that can do it. It's his purpose. He will fulfill it. It's gonna be done. Like, it's just, it is what it is, and is that they thought they had one up on you, and it's like, no, the will spirit's on your side, not their side. So they trying to get you, some of them trying to get you to lose your connection with spirit or betray that connection with spirit. Don't allow them. And the reason they trying to get you to do that, so you don't know what they're trying to do, because spirit is telling you what they're doing, and they don't want you to know what they're doing, so you can fall in for their trap and their tricks. So don't change yourself for anybody. Also, your true soulmates and twin flames, they won't force you to change. You change at your own pace and at your own rate. Same thing with spirit. They don't force you to do anything. Well, never mind. They don't, I was gonna say they don't force you to do anything that you don't want to do. But then what popped me was Jonah and the whale. Like he technically had a purpose to fulfill. So it's just like, sir, don't ask me to use you, and then when the time is to use you, you ducking and hiding. Like, it was that. So, but you won't have to change your character and change your personality to do that. He didn't have to do that. He just literally had to freaking go and say what he needed to say. But just because the location where it is, he was like, yeah, no, I'm not going there. Picture like the ghettoest place that you need to go. That's where he needed to go. And he was like, yeah, no, nah, man, I'm okay. And God was like, no. You said to use you. I'm using you. Let's go. Like, this is the place you need to be used at. You can talk to these people. You can relate to these people. So it's like, the people that you can relate to, that you can actually like get through to. At first, it might be a little bit of like standoffish or step back. But with this person, like this walking disaster, pretty much nobody can humble this person but you, which is why God used you. Some of y'all, God is pretty much using y'all to teach people a lesson. Also, to show what that He's doing in your life. And some of them just to humble people. Also, they're healing you, but also help like humbling people as you go, kind of thing. Then we have money with Make It Rain. I told you, Delilah betrayed Samson for money. Then we have You're Being Shady. Then we have Watch Out, Shit Could Get Ugly. Just continue letting spirit handle it. Don't try to take nothing in your own hands. You think they got one up on you, they didn't. Spirit can hit them in ways you can't hit them, or hurt them in ways you can't hurt them. So just leave it alone. See, now I brought the Bible into this. God literally said, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. It literally says, saith the Lord. Okay? Like, don't take vengeance. Because then this person getting hit with karma, you getting hit with karma because you took vengeance into your own hands. It's like you decided as you were karma, and it's like, no. You did enough. You did the part that you needed to play. Which is why you exited stage left. You moved on, you move forward. Don't date somebody or start talking to somebody to make this person jealous, or talk to one of this person's friends to get their attention and make them jealous. It just, there's no need to. No need to. This person don't need to be a factor in your life or concern in your life at all. Yeah, but that's all that I'm seeing for this reading. If you feel like this reading resonated with you, then please like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye. Thank you for watching.